On the 8th of March, 2014, an aircraft carrying 239 people flew into the dark and did not come back. Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370, Boeing 777-200ER, Kuala Lumpur to Beijing, 239 aboard. Wheels up at 0:41 UTC. Departure was normal. Scheduled flight time, 6 hours. What followed would consume a decade of investigation and remains unresolved. The filed route took MH370 northeast across the South China Sea, a path flown hundreds of times before. Nothing in the early flight indicated what was to come. At 1:19 UTC, crossing into Vietnamese airspace, the flight deck made its final radio contact. The words were unremarkable. "Good night, Malaysian 370. Within 2 minutes, the aircraft went silent, in a way that has never been adequately explained. At 1:21 UTC, MH370's transponder stopped broadcasting. Controllers in Kuala Lumpur and Ho Chi Minh City watched an aircraft vanish from their screens. No warning, no distress call. It wasn't only the transponder. ACARS, which relays technical and positional data automatically, also went offline. It does not need to be keyed. No known malfunction causes both systems to fail simultaneously. They are separate. They fail separately. The official investigation found no technical explanation. Someone removed them both at the same time. Malaysian military primary radar, which needs no transponder, was still watching. It saw an aircraft not continuing to Beijing. It saw an aircraft turning left, west, back across Malaysia. Primary radar bounces a signal off the aircraft's physical body. The Malaysian Air Force had unknowingly tracked MH370's entire unscheduled journey. They simply didn't know it yet. The westward path threaded precisely through established waypoints: Igari, Vampi, Gival, Igrex, passing through radar gaps with accuracy not consistent with distress or malfunction. This was programmed flight. Waypoints do not enter themselves into a flight management system. The routing MH370 flew after communications went dark required knowledge, access, and intent. Someone on that flight deck had other intentions. What we do not know is who and why, and what happened to 239 people in the hours that followed. Before MH370 vanished, someone sat at a home flight simulator and plotted a course. Investigators could not determine where that course was meant to end. Captain Zaharie Ahmad Shah had built a simulator in Shah Alam, multiple monitors, a full control suite, thousands of logged hours. By every account, the passion project of a man who lived and breathed aviation. After the disappearance, Malaysian authorities and the FBI seized the hardware. What they found had been partially deleted, but deletion is rarely complete. Among the reconstructed data was a flight route. It originated near the Malaysian peninsula, tracked southward, and terminated in a remote stretch of the southern Indian Ocean, the same region where MH370 is now believed to have gone down. The Malaysian Safety Investigation Report acknowledged this finding. It is in the official record, but a simulator route into remote ocean is not, by itself, evidence of criminal intent. The inference is compelling. The proof is not conclusive. Consider what happened after the transponder went dark. The aircraft did not fall. It flew steadily for approximately 7 more hours, roughly the full fuel endurance of a 777-200ER under normal cruise. The only thread connecting the aircraft to the world was a series of automated handshakes between the plane's satellite data unit and an Inmarsat satellite. 7 pings, roughly 1 per hour, each confirming still airborne. 7 hours, no distress call, no emergency squawk, no communication of any kind. 239 people carried silently into one of the most remote stretches of ocean on Earth. Then the pings stopped. On July 29, 2015, 515 days after MH370 vanished, a barnacle-encrusted flaperon washed ashore on Réunion Island. Forensic analysis confirmed it. Component 9M-MRO. The first physical proof MH370 had entered the ocean. It was not alone. Debris panels, interior components, a seat cushion recovered from Mozambique, South Africa, Madagascar, Tanzania, Rodriguez Island, each piece drifting on oceanic currents, pointing back to the same origin zone. The counterpoint must be heard. The Malaysian investigation found no financial distress, no unexplained transactions, no history of violence, no expressed grievance, no farewell. By every measure applied, Captain Zaharie's profile was unremarkable. Colleagues described a professional, a mentor, a trusted examiner of other pilots. His family has rejected any suggestion of deliberate wrongdoing. He cannot speak. He cannot defend himself. That asymmetry is one this file is obligated to name. What the evidence supports. MH370 was deliberately diverted, the routing precise, the silence sustained. What it does not support, not to any standard justifying certainty, is naming a perpetrator. The pilot theory remains the most investigated hypothesis in aviation history. It remains exactly that, a theory. MH370 sent one final partial signal at 0:19 UTC, a broken handshake consistent with sudden power loss. After that, nothing. The ocean kept its answer. Nobody knows with certainty what happened aboard MH370. The evidence raises questions. The evidence suggests possibilities. But the final answer still lies somewhere beneath the Indian Ocean. In the next ArchiveX case file, we examine the period between MH370's disappearance from radar and its final satellite signals. Hour by hour, minute by minute. What do we actually know? And what happened during the hours nobody witnessed? If you enjoy evidence-based investigations into history's greatest mysteries, subscribe to ArchiveX. And if you have your own theory about MH370, leave it in the comments, because the investigation never ends. The truth is still out there.